I'm not going to be on here for too long tonight. I'm James, and this is my Rumble channel and my Jimmy Pockets YouTube channel. I just wanted to get on here and see if this actually works, if I can run both of them at the same time, because I've been trying to do a Rumble channel for a while now, and it's not been able to be worked out too well. So, saying that, I just got off a live stream with Killer Carl, where we do free for all Saturdays every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you like to join us on that, we have a good time. But tonight we talked about AOC during a little webinar, explaining to illegals how to evade ICE, and we talked about uh, Ilhan Omar. FBI had the information this whole time that she did actually marry her brother as her second husband, and to circumvent the immigration laws to allow him to come to the country and to be eligible for grants for colleges. So hopefully some charges will be pressed against her, and that would be some legal action for AOC and Omar, which would be good. So one thing we didn't talk about on the podcast tonight, which I wanted to, and Bill Burr, he was a comedian, in case some people don't know Bill Burr. He's kind of gone off the rails a little bit. I mean, he's a funny dude, but these rants he's doing lately, like he ranted this last time about all billionaires should be executed. I mean, come on. Derangement, serious derangement. And then also, depending on which news outlet you watch, it'll tell you the performance of how J.D. Vance and Peach Headset did over in Europe this week. One was in Munich for the Security Council, and the other one I think was G6 or something. CNN was dissing them on their speeches, saying that they were unqualified people and their speeches were embarrassing to the country. Well, I watched both speeches and I thought they did a pretty good job. So I kind of disagree with CNN. Of course, you got to consider the source. So screw them. Also, Mayor Adams, see where all these prosecutors are resigning because they just cannot believe that they're not going to be allowed to prosecute this man on these charges. I think one was accepting gifts, and the other one was a campaign finance charge, which, I mean, I don't see where these things, I don't think they're jail time or anything like that. I guess it depends on the circumstances around the situations. But anyways, he's not going to be prosecuted for these things. So, but getting back to my original point on that is, he looks like he's made a deal with Tom Homan about using Rikers to hold some of these illegal aliens that have criminal charges against them. So that'd be pretty cool. It's, of course, I think they ought to all go to Gitmo. That way, get them off U.S. soil, and they don't have to. We don't have to abide by U.S. laws, which I don't think they deserve. So that's my personal opinion on that. That's not nothing legal wise. And also seeing where Google searches for criminal lawyers has spiked in the D.C. area this past week. One would ask why. I think we know why. But we'll wait and see how that works out. But then, on the last note, then I'll get off here. Scene where President Trump hung a framed picture of his mugshot in the Oval Office. You can't get more gangster than that, guys. I mean, for 78-year-old white guy with a mugshot, and he's president, and the mugshot's hanging on the wall in the Oval Office. Hey, just saying, he's my guy. It's amazing. And also, I see where they did these fake outrages about the unelected Elon Musk. It's a constitutional crisis. Getting into information he's not allowed to get into. Stopping payments that Congress should be involved with. That's Congress's job. Well, Congress ain't been doing their damn job, or else he wouldn't be doing it. But the thing is they're acting like President Trump created this Doge. For those who don't know, it was President Obama who created the Department of Government Efficiency. There was just nobody at the helm. They didn't do anything with it. But it was created back in 2011. So for all these Democrats getting out there hollering unelected Elon Musk is doing something, him and President Trump's doing something that's a constitutional crisis that they're not allowed to do. That's a lie. And I can tell you why it's a lie, because back in 1997, Bill Clinton actually brought this to the attention of the American public, that in a RICO report, the president absolutely has the right to do these things, to trim unnecessary government positions and to stop payments on unnecessary programs. The money's still there. Congress allocates money to these departments. They don't necessarily have a hands-on deal with where the money's going after it gets allocated to these departments. But the president has every right to stop unnecessary payments for stupid programs that don't benefit the United States or its people at all. So all this fake outrage, they need to go back and just watch videos of their own people in their own party talking about these very things that nobody seemed to have a problem with it when Obama did it. The Republicans definitely didn't have a problem with it because, at least in my lifetime, I'm a conservative, and Republicans always preached having a smaller government, but didn't really do a whole lot to make that happen. Now we're looking at, President Trump's offering these early retirement buyouts, or people who want to quit, they get 8-month severance pay, which that bypasses unions and stuff that would want to file a suit against stopping that happening. When these people are doing it voluntarily, the federal judge already said that he was allowed to do it, and these employees are allowed to accept it. And then trimming even more fat off the employment roll, President Biden expanded the federal government with all these new employees, IRS and a whole bunch of other departments. I forget how many there is. It's in the thousands. They're all still under probation. So even when you're in the union, if you're still under probation, you can be fired at any time with no explanation, and you have no recourse. And the union is, you're not actually part of the union yet, so the union can't fight for you. You can keep your job either. So all in all, it looks like in the end, the total is going to come up somewhere around 200,000 federal employees are going to go bye-bye. And people are acting like, oh, what are they going to do? They're going to be out of a job. If y'all remember back when Hillary was running against Donald Trump, and she vowed to close all the coal mines in the country, and they asked her in a town hall meeting, well, what are all these coal miners supposed to do for a job? And she said, well, they can learn how to do computer programming or something like that. They can be retrained. So, that's on them. But she's going to close coal mines down, which actually didn't happen all the way. And it goes back and forth depending on who's president. Hopefully, I wish they'd get that settled through Congress, so it won't need an executive order to keep these people's jobs going. But anyways, no sympathy for these federal employees. They get a very nice severance package, and with all these jobs that they said that all these immigrants have to come into the country because we have all these open jobs and nobody to fill them. Well, we're about to throw 200,000 people needing a job back into the employment rolls. So they'll be on the unemployment line. There'll be plenty of workers to fill these job positions. And they get that severance package. They get that no matter what. If their last day, it was yesterday, let's say, and then they get a job 2 weeks from now, they get the paycheck from that new job, and they still getting paid from the government for 8 months. That's pretty good. That's double income for 8 months. You can hopefully you can get your life right and get your situation set up, because more than likely your new job is not going to pay what your cushy government job paid. But these high paying government jobs need to go bye-bye anyway. Anyways, I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to test this, see if it works. Hopefully it did. I noticed usually people pop off in the chat room, but that's cool. And I'm not really asking for that tonight. So anyways, for those who's actually in here, thanks for coming in. My name's James. This is my Rumble channel, Empty Pockets, and my YouTube channel, Jimmy Pockets. Till next time, I'm out of here.